Assalamu alaikum. Hello to everyone. Welcome to the channel, The Physics Gurus. Both me and my brother Kamran has decided to make videos to explain the MCQs part of the O-level IGCSE physics. So Kamran has decided to work on the yearly past papers of the MCQs of IGCSE and O-levels physics, and I have decided to explain the topical part. I have searched on the internet, on the YouTube as well, that there were very less websites or very less videos over which the topical part is explained in detail. So I have almost collected the MCQs from 1999 to 2020 and arranged them in the topical way. So it will be very easy for you to check your concept after preparing that topic. I will definitely upload these worksheets on the Google Drive from where you can easily download those worksheets for your practice. And you can tell your answer if there is any confusion by visiting my channel, The Physics Gurus, and that particular topical video. So let's start the first topic, and that is the transfer of thermal energy. Definitely, thermal energy consists of three parts, and that is conduction, convection, and radiation. So I will explain one by one the three parts of the topic transfer of thermal energy, that is conduction, convection, and radiation. So let's start to solve the MCQs on the topic conduction. Here, the very first definition regarding the conduction is how we can distinguish between good and bad conductors. And we know that what is the difference between good and bad conductors? That conductors are the materials through which heat can easily flow. Heat can easily flow. And what is the reason? That it carries free electrons or mobile electrons. And the example of conductor is iron, silver, copper, or you might say that metals are good conductors of heat, and metal carries free electrons, while bad conductors also termed as insulators are the materials through which heat cannot flow easily, and the reason is there that they have no free electrons. And examples of bad conductors or insulator are wood, plastic, glass, etc. So these were the definitions regarding with the difference between bad conductors and conductors. So let's start their MCQs straight away. Okay, ji. A silver cup is filled with boiling water from a kettle. Boiling water from a kettle. A man touches the outside surface of the cup and find it's extremely hot. Always make it your habit with that whenever you are going to solve the MCQs or the theory paper or the ATP paper, always make sure to underline the important points given in the question. So why is the surface so hot? Convection takes place in the boiling water. Silver is a good conductor of heat. The boiling water gives out latent heat. The shiny surface is a good emitter of infrared radiation. So what is the best answer? Since silver is the metal and metals are good conductors of heat, so which option is correct? Option B is the correct answer. Okay, so now we will move towards the MCQ number 2. Which statement about copper? So copper, we will make it underline. Copper's main metal. Why it is better conductor of heat than glass? Glass means bad conductors or insulator. So which option is correct? Atomic vibration is passed on neighboring copper's atoms quickly. Atomic vibrations. Atoms move through the copper and pass on kinetic energy. Atoms cannot move. They only vibrate about their mean positions. There are density changes within the copper. No, since it is a solid, so no density can change takes place. And there are free electrons. Since copper was the metal, and we have already studied the definition of the concept of the conductors, that metals are good conductor, and why heat can easily flow? Because they carry free electrons. So which option is correct? Option D is the correct answer for this MCQ. Now we will move towards the transfer of heat in solids. One thing is there, that whenever you are going to explain the transfer of heat, then there are three modes of transfer of heat. Number one, conduction. Number two, convection. And number three, radiation. Conduction always takes place in solid. Convection takes place in fluids. And for radiation, no medium is required. And whenever we are going to consider the fluids, then they carry liquid and gases. And here we will consider vacuum or space. So how many modes of transfer of heat? Three: conduction, convection, and radiation. What happens in conduction? In conduction, molecules, after gaining heat, vibrate about their mean positions, collide with other molecules, collide with other molecules or atoms, and transfer heat along with the movement of free electrons from one place to another place. So in this way, energy is being transmitted through the process called as conduction, and conduction is always related with solid. So in solid, heat is being transferred by the process which is called as conduction. Okay. So now move towards the question that when you stand bare feet, 1 foot on the stone floor and other on the carpet floor, the stone floor feels colder than carpet. The stone floor feels colder than the carpet. What is most likely explanation? Air is unable to circulate through the carpet fibers. Air always circulate. The stone floor is lower temperature than the carpet. No, both are in the same environment. So this option cannot be correct as well. Now we will consider option B and option C. So what do you think? What you suggest? Which option can be the correct? Option B or option C? Have you decided which option can be the best option? More energy flows from carpet to your foot than from the stone floor to your foot. Always it is not possible that energy is being transferred from carpet to your foot or from stone to your foot, because what is written over here, whenever we are going to place one foot on the floor, stone floor, and one foot on the carpet floor, then we are feeling carpet as we are feeling stone floor colder as compared to carpet. So it's mean energy flows from your foot to stone, then from foot to carpet. And why we have selected this option? Because stone is better conductor as compared to carpet, and in carpet air is supposed to be trapped, so less heat will flow towards the carpet as compared to stone. So which option is correct option? Option C is the correct option. So let's move towards another MCQ regarding conduction. Okay, this MCQ was being asked in June 2002, and it's a very interesting MCQ. Four beakers containing the same amount of water, so its mean amount of water is the same, at same temperature, are placed on hot metal plates. So these are the hot metal plates. The lower surface of the metal plates are kept at the same temperature. So lower surface having the same temperature. The plates are all of the same size but made from different metals. Might be possible the first plate is made of iron, the other plate is made of copper, another plate might be made of steel. So different plates are there made from different materials. The time taken to produce stated temperature rises are given below. Which metal is the poorest conductor? What is written there? Which metal is the poorest conductor? So what we will do, we will calculate the temperature rise per unit time. What we will do, we will calculate the temperature rise per unit time. 10 divided by 100, then this will gives to 0.1. 12 divided by 100, it will gives us 0.12. Then 15 divided by 200, it will gives us 0.075, and then 18 divided by 200, and it will give us 0.09. So which value is the smallest value? Can you please tell which value is the smallest value? So this value is the smallest value. It means it is a poor conductor. So which option is the correct option? Option C is the correct option. And if it is stated in the MCQ that which is the best conductor, then definitely we will go for the option 1 because it is the largest value. The next MCQ comes over here. How heat is conducted in metal. So conduction of heat, metals. So metal carries free electrons. So we will go through the word electron over here. Yes, number 1 electrons and number 2 electrons. So option B and option D are being omitted. So now what will actually happen? From option A and option C, we will select the best answer by the movement of electrons through the metal only, by vibrations of atoms and movement of electrons. So definitely there are vibrations of the atoms as well as along with the movement of electrons through which heat is being conducted or transferred from one place to another place in solids. So which option is the correct answer? Option C. The next one, a saucepan is used to heat up some water. How heat is transferred through aluminum pan? It's mean metal, and through the plastic handle, non-metal. Okay. In the option given below, first we will select for the aluminum free electrons. So here free electrons are in all options A, B, C, D. Wow. And in metals, in plastic, we will search that option having no free electrons. So molecules over here and molecules over here. So option A will be crossed and along with the option C, because for plastic it is not possible that they carry free electrons. So now we will select the answer from option B and option D. Since this is the metal, and in metal we already have solved this MCQs that in metal heat is being transferred by the vibrations of the atoms and the movement of electrons. So option D cannot be the correct answer because it is written only here the movement of free electrons only. While in option B it is written the movement of free electrons and vibrations of atoms. So which option is now can be the correct option? Option B. So now you got the idea that how we can distinguish between conductors and bad conductors or insulators. In conductors, heat is being transferred by the movement of the free electrons as well as the vibrations of the atoms or molecules, while in non-metals, only vibrations of the molecules took place for the transfer of heat, and this is the reason very less or very least heat is being transferred through non-metals. Now we will move towards the next MCQ. A solid bar is heated at one end. How thermal energy is transferred from one end to another end? Since this carry solid bar and it is being heated, so now which option can be the best option? Whenever we are going to provide heat to the solid molecules or atoms, they always vibrate. Now we will look or go through the word vibrate in the options. No, no, here. Heated molecules vibrate rapidly and pass energy to their molecules. So option D is the correct answer. We can see the other options as well. Hot molecules move along the bar. Not possible that molecules are supposed to move in the solid while transfer of heat. Hot molecules move along the bar. It is also not possible. Heated molecules stay completely still. It is also not possible. Molecules always vibrate about their main position. So which option is the correct option? Option D. Then sample of 4 different metals at room temperature are heated from below and it is transferred upwards. In which material all of the heat transferred by the vibrations. Vibration is always related with solid. Now here we will see that which material or which option carries the solid one. Air, no. Mercury, mercury also flow, no. Mercury cannot be solid, air cannot be the solid. Water also flow, water cannot be the solid. So which option is the correct option? So option C, that is rubber. So rubber is the solid, and in solid heat is being transferred due to the vibrations of molecules. Here they haven't mentioned the one important term, that heat is not being transferred due to the free electrons, because this is an insulator and free electrons are related with metals. So I hope so that this part of topical explanation on conduction part is now completed, and now you will be able to understand the MCQs related with conduction. So see all of you in the next video, and in next video I will explain the concept of convection. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum.